What's good, Wizards fans? So the season is over. That is it, man. We came a long way. We had a 0.6% chance of making the playoffs at one point. We were 17-32 at the halfway mark, I think right at the All-Star game. And then we ended up being 34-38 to finish out the season. I mean, we were not supposed to make the playoffs. Remember Bradley Beal said we couldn't guard a parked car at one point. Russell Westbrook looked awful in the beginning of the season with the quad injury, and then next thing you know, he gets a haircut, and my camera messing up, and then he gets a haircut after the All-Star break, and he plays like an MVP in the second half of the year. So it was a fun roller coaster ride. I just want to thank you guys for rocking with the channel every night. That 10-game winning streak was incredible. I mean, when we beat the Lakers. I think we beat the Cavs. We beat the Thunder twice. We beat some good teams. I just named some trash teams, but we did beat the Lakers and some other teams. That was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of people wanted to tank. There was a point where I wanted to tank. I'm not gonna lie, but we turned it around. Russ just doesn't miss the playoffs. Russell Westbrook has not missed the playoffs since his rookie year, and he's been in the NBA since 2011 or something, probably like 2010, 2009. He's been in the NBA for a long time. And he just doesn't miss the playoffs. It's just not his blood. It's not his nature to miss the playoffs. This was a game where I thought we should have put up a better effort. Joel Embiid did not play tonight, so we ended up losing by almost 20 points. That's just ridiculous. It's a little embarrassing to lose by that much when Joel Embiid's not playing. But, you look at the second half, we played pretty well in the first half. I'm not going to blame the refs because the refs made bad calls for both teams. The refs were pretty trash tonight. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to make that excuse, but there were some shots we definitely could have made, but we were just predictable. It was a Bradley Beal ISO. That third quarter was like a Bradley Beal ISO, almost back-to-back plays. They knew it was coming. Ben Simmons knew it was coming. Tobias Harris. They were trying to triple team Bradley Beal, double team Bradley Beal. We kept doing the same thing over and over again. Isolation with Bradley Beal going to the double team, going to the triple team. Just too predictable, and we just don't have shooters. We've been terrible from the three-point line the whole series. The bench didn't provide much. Their bench was incredible. I mean, Tyrese Maxey looked like freaking Chris Paul out there. He almost looked like Allen Iverson at one point. It was just ridiculous the way he was scoring out there. He looked like freaking Larry Hughes. This man was hitting jumper after jumper, getting to the cup. He was killing us. Cork Moss killed us. Seth Curry looked like his brother tonight. He had 30 points. Tobias was killing us the whole series. Dwight Howard, he barely played for us, had a freaking back and a butt injury, and he comes out there tonight and kills us tonight. So, inexcusable. Defensively, once again, we were just bad. We turned the ball over. Russ turned the ball over multiple times. Brad turned the ball over, dribbling off their feet, fumbling the ball. It just sloppy basketball. You're just not going to win games like that. You're not going to beat them without Joel Embiid. Hackett Simmons didn't work tonight. He actually made his free throws. And it just wasn't close enough towards the end of the game to hack Ben Simmons. So we were down by 10 points or something like that in the fourth quarter. It did get chippy. Russ, mentally was off kind of in that end of before the half, fighting with the refs and then fighting with Danny Green. And they missed a lot of wide open threes too. So they definitely could have beat us by a little bit more. We gotta get a wing, man. I thought we should have played Gill a little bit more than Ish Smith because Ish Smith was getting dominated. He's just too short. And Ben Simmons has a foot on Ish Smith. It looks like Ben Simmons is 6'10", and Ish Smith is like 5'9", and Ish Smith is trying to guard Ben Simmons. All he has to do is just look at the basket, and he just turn around and score on him. So defensively, we were flawed. Defensively, the scheme was bad with Scotty Brooks. I mean, we just have to go in a different direction. And I think everybody agrees on that. I think there's some better options out there. Sam Cassell, who is an assistant coach for the Sixers, I think we should go after him. I like Kenny Atkinson for the Nets. I would go after him. A lot of people want Mark Jackson, but I'm kind of iffy on Mark Jackson. But I think a lot of guys would be a vast improvement over Scotty Brooks. So we'll get into the numbers real quick, man. I do want to see how many turnovers we had tonight. Rui Hachimura played pretty solidly, but a little too late. Got to be a little bit. He's shooting the three pretty well, but he airballed 1-3, which I want to see him be a little bit more confident, a little bit more aggressive, just taking shots. And he didn't play Gafford for a long time, which was inexcusable too. I mean, why are you sitting Gafford for that long? I know you like Robin Lopez, Mr. Hookshot, Captain Hookshot, But we just needed some energy. We need some athleticism in the game. Somebody who's going to block shots and be a rim protector and a rim runner. I thought Gafford should have been put back in the game way earlier than what he was in the second half. Rui had 21 points. Gafford had 8.7 boards. And Scott didn't decide to make adjustments towards the last game when our backs were against the wall. You know, we were up on the ropes. You know, he wants to start Gafford and start Bertans and make lineup changes. Like, he decides to do it in an elimination game where you're supposed to make adjustments like that after the second game. We got blown out by 30 points in the second game, in game 2 or game 3. I think it was game 2. He should have made those adjustments after game 2, and he just waited too late. He's got to play Hutchinson, Garrison, Matthews. I thought those guys should have got some more minutes than some of the guys that were in. To be honest with you, Russell Westbrook, I think he had a triple-double. He had 24 points, 10 assists, 4 turnovers. I feel like he had more turnovers than that, but he had 4 turnovers and 8 rebounds. So he did not get a triple-double. 8 for 10 from the free throw line, 7 for 20 from the field. Shot the ball a little bit better, but still not good enough. Just 2 for 5 from the 3, which is not terrible, but he just wasn't really able to find his shot like he was in the regular season. Bradley Beal had 32 points, 10 for 10 from the free throw line, perfect from the free throw line, 2 for 7 from the 3, and 10 for 23 from the field. He had a darn good game, but he had 5 turnovers. It's just can't do it. Had 5 assists and 7 boards. But yeah, just those turnovers killed us, man. And isolation balls. Robert Lopez had 7 points. Alex Len barely played. He had 2 minutes. Ish Smith had 9 points and 2 assists and 4 boards. Chandler Hutchinson had 2 points. He came in at the end of the game. Garrison Matthews 1 point. So bench points. Look at the team stats too. We'll analyze that real quick. Bench points. They don't calculate that on ESPN, but I think we had like 16 bench points. You know, we had 16 plus 2, 18. We had 19 bench points. And the Sixers had 12 plus 13. That's what, 25, 26, 28, 38, 40. So they had 40 bench points. We had 19. So they dominated us with the bench. And the guys just stepped up. They have better depth than us. They're just a taller team and a more athletic team. We have to get taller and athletic. We have to get more taller. We have to get taller defenders and athletic players. We're just underwhelming. We're a below the rim team other than Gafford and maybe Russ here and there. And Bradley Beal sometimes, but we got to get more athletic. We're we're just a below the rim team, and we have to get more athletic. We're just super I'm not gonna say unathletic, but we play really below the rim, and that's not a terrible thing, but it shows when we play against Ben Simmons and Thibault and Dwight Howard and guys like that, Tobias Harris. Got to get more shooters. So yeah. Not gonna talk too much. I mean, lost by 112 to 129. Lost by almost 20 points. So, I thought there were some points where we definitely could have won the game, especially in that first half. But they just knew it was coming. We just didn't switch it up. We didn't scheme anything up. Get other guys going. Other guys involved. Other guys got to step up. Rui Hachimura tried, but just not enough. And Rush just didn't shoot the ball well enough. That's what it is. You know, these two guys, they don't. You know, it's not enough. We need more. So we'll see what Tommy Shepard does. I think his contract is done this year as well. Scotty Brooks' contract is up this year. So we're going to make some decisions. We're not going to get Masai Ujiri from the Raptors. That's not going to happen. That's a pipe dream. But I think a realistic dream probably is a guy like Sam Cassell. But yeah, I'll look at some other coaches. I'm going to make some videos pretty soon, like who should stay, who should go, who's free agent. The free agents, I think Raul Neto's a free agent. Robert Lopez is a free agent as well. And Ish Smith is a free agent as well. So I'll talk about those guys. And then I'm going to start looking at some free agents that I want us to go after in the offseason. I'm going to do some draft scouting as well. So stay tuned for that. Once again, just thank you guys for rocking with the channel, man. It was a long season. It was a long, rough season, but then it just went crazy. We started winning games, made the playoffs, and then it just turned up. It was fun after that. So, but Russell Westbrook, having him play, man, I definitely gained even more respect for him. I never got to see him and watch him play every night because he was with Oklahoma City. You know, I didn't get to watch those games every night because they didn't come in on TV in the DMV. But now you get to see Russell Westbrook. You just respect the man. You appreciate the greatness, the hard work, the hustle, the tenacity. all that stuff. Why not? I mean, the Russell Westbrook experience is crazy. I mean, there's a lot of ups and downs, but definitely appreciate his hard work, what he did this year. We definitely would not have made the playoffs without him. And Bradley Beal, shout out to him. Did not get the scoring champion. He did not win the scoring title, but he was very close, and appreciate him for this year too. He definitely should be making All NBA. I think he should at least make third team All NBA. And Russell Westbrook definitely should make third team All NBA. So I do want to see both of these guys back. I do not want to blow up the roster. I think we can definitely do some damage and at least get a 4th or 5th seed. So I do want to see those 2 guys come back, and Rui Hachimura and Gafford and Thomas Bryant. So those 4 guys, surround them with some talent and see what Denny can do. And I think we have a lethal team, to be honest. I really do. I think we have a legitimate team in the Eastern Conference. I think we'd at least be a 4th seed if we play on all cylinders and everybody stays healthy. Don't forget Thomas Bryant's coming back. Him and Gafford should be a nasty duo. So, all right, you guys. Hail to the Wizards. Peace.